So welcome, Amy Winehouse. Thanks very much for coming in today,
Thanks for having
Amy.
me.
You're very welcome. Great to put a face and a body to that voice that we've been playing since October. I have to say, we've been promoting your album.
Thank you.
And
Thank
sort
you.
of like late night music we've been playing. Amy Winehouse, Frank, you've got it, and passing this word through. So a lot of people have been picking up on it. On a particular track as well, the F Me Pumps one seems to be very popular. So
Oh, wicked.
yeah, people are going, I can relate to that. My mates are like that. In fact, I'm like that. So people are now beginning to take notice of you, Amy. How does that feel?
It's weird. I mean, that's a good question. It's a weird thing, and you just take things in your stride and don't think about these things, and just go about your daily business.
Yeah, you did. Whenever you made the album, though, did you think this is going to be a smash, or did you think no?
I thought this is going to be something that I will always be really proud of, and I thought I will never forget this time, obviously, in my life making the album. And I just thought, I've pushed myself in all areas, writing and the lyrics and the music, so I was just proud of the fact that I had pushed myself so hard. I really didn't think anyone else would pick up on it, or apart from my friends and family.
Because I'll tell you why I'm asking you that, because whenever I first heard the album, I mean, it is so my type of music, absolutely, and I thought, this is a shame because it's not going to make it. And I thought that simply because it's so off the beaten track as far as commercial pop music goes and radio play. A lot of people who had heard it said, that's great for late night. And I thought, well, that's great for late night, but it's not going to make it onto the daytime playlist, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Now it will make it onto the daytime playlist, which is fantastic. Okay, so were there times whenever you thought, nobody's ever going to notice me?
Yeah, but it wasn't something that I felt threatened by, or I've never been the kind of girl that's like, hey, look at me, that's not my thing. I'm just a musician, and I've had no styling or grooming or whatever. I'm just me, and I didn't. No, I don't know. It's a weird thing, attention. It's a funny thing,
You just do what you do, and as a result, people recognise you for that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. But you said something about wanting to write from the soul, and, it's a natural thing for you. And I also read before that Annie Lennox had said the same thing, that she couldn't sing the blues until she had actually experienced the blues. Would you relate to that?
Yeah, I mean, I was singing mostly, I should rephrase that. I was singing a lot of blues and jazz when I was young, a teenager, and that is when you are really messed up about your life. I would not wish teenageism on anyone. I mean, it's a bad part of your life. You are up and down like no one's business. But I agree with that, definitely. You have to have lived certain things to be able to then sing about them. As is the case with my album, everything on there is from personal, my personal experience, and these were things that really happened and how I felt about them exactly at the time, and
So what's the new single about then? What's Take the Box about?
Take the Box was about the first time I split up with this guy that I was with for maybe a year on and off, and it came out of nowhere, and it was the first time, like I said, the first time we'd split up, and it came out of nowhere, and I was in this place where I was blissfully happy with him, and I wasn't really, when you don't give your all to someone, I mean, you give them certain things, but there's certain things of yourself you don't want to give your all emotionally to someone, and that's what he wanted. I think he wanted more than I was prepared to give him. I was a kid, and he was 7 years older than me, and I was like, well, I'm not ready for much more than we have right now, and I'm really happy with that. He wasn't, and I didn't get why he wasn't. Now I do, I have some perspective now, but at the time I was just messed up, and all I could do literally was put his stuff in a box and put it in the middle of his kitchen floor and run out.
Okay, so that's where your experience came from. So does he know about this?
Yeah, he knows about all the songs, or I don't think he's heard the whole album, but he knows about the singles, I'm sure. He heard Take the Box when I first did it, because we got back together, and then he heard some of my music, because we were still together while I was still writing.
Okay, so Amy's going to play on her guitar. What's the name of your guitar? You've got Cherry. Baby.
Yeah, because it's a baby Taylor.
It is a wee tiny thing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You're going to play for us.
Yeah, this is called I Heard Love Is Blind.
Okay.
I couldn't resist him. His eyes were like yours. His hair was exactly your shade of brown. Yeah. Now he's just not as tall, but I couldn't tell when it was dark and I was lying down. You are everything. He means nothing to me, and I can't even remember his name. No. So why you so upset when baby you weren't there? You know I was thinking of you when I came. Oh, now what do you expect? You left me here alone. I drank so much, needed your touch. Now don't overreact. Yes, I pretended he was you, 'cause you wouldn't want me to be lonely. Now how can I put it so you'll understand? I didn't let him hold my hand, but he looked like him. Yes, he looked like you, but he wasn't you. No, he wasn't you, but you can still trust me. This ain't infidelity, it's not cheating. When you were on my mind, yes, he looked like you, but I heard love is blind.
Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. I'm totally starstruck. That was a complete delight for me personally. Thank you so much for that, Amy. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, I can see the listeners go, wow, she's fantastic. I heard Love is Blind, another great track from the album. As is You Sent Me Flying. I love that one as well.
Thank you.
Is that from the same relationship?
So, all the kind of songs that are written to a man or about a man are about the guy, which is terribly sad. But you know what? While I was writing the album, he was the guy I was with, so I guess most of it would have come out.
But you've taken so much positive from a negative situation, if you like. You know, you've got so much out of that. I mean, whenever I listen to you, Amy, I think this girl can't be 19.
I'm 20 now.
You're 20 now, okay. Well, you can't be 20. And listen, I mean, because I grew up with Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan and Frank Sinatra, all those types of people. I'm hearing like this. I couldn't believe it whenever someone said to me, you were 20. I was like, no way, this girl has lived. For somebody, whenever I was 20, what was I doing? Nothing like what you're doing right now. So do you want to talk to me about the Brits then? What are the nominations you've got?
I'm up for best female and best urban act or best urban
That's fantastic. How do you feel about that? Where does that sit in your life, in the style of music as well? It's just totally unique to the Brits, I think.
It's so flattering. It is so flattering that I've even got the nomination. I mean, personally, I think Dido's going to get the girl one because I think she has to. She's sold enough records, you know. And the urban thing is probably going to go to someone like Big Brothers, who got that Mobo when Terry Walker should have got it. They seem to always get the awards. And
why do you think that is? Why do you think solo female artists that?
I really don't know. You know, they gave me before I went in to be interviewed about the Brits. You know, before I went to perform at the pre-show, they gave me a list of all these achievements that people have got from the Brits before. You know, so I could make some references and so on. And these winners are like, you know, nothing against Annie Lennox. She won it for 6 years when Sade's output of music was so much better than hers. And I'm not trying to knock her. We had the same management or something. I know it's not good to do that kind of thing, you know, but I'm just honest, you know, Sade's never, I think last year she got some kind of musical contribution thing. Yeah. But, you know, there's so many times that they've overlooked her. And the same with Terry Walker. You know, she was up for, I think, 2 at the Mobos last year. And one of the awards she was up for went to, like I said, Big Brothers and Punjabi MC tied it. Yeah. Like, what?
I know.
Just didn't make any sense.
It just seems that it's all about who can sell the most records at a quick pace as opposed to longevity, if you like, you know. So can you do this?
Yeah,
is that asking too much? You're going to do another one. Brilliant. Okay, what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, what do you want to hear?
I love You Sent Me Flying.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh, please.
I might do only 2 verses because it is so long. It's like song. 5.5 minutes long.
Okay.
All right, I'll speed it up. Let you outside am I knew but do while I was thinking you didn't have a clue. And it's tough to sort fires with your voice in my head. So then I brought you downstairs with the Marlboro bread. Yeah. And now I feel so small, discovering you knew how much more torture would you have put me through. 'Cause you probably saw me laughing at all your jokes, or how I did not mind when you stole all my smokes, yeah. And although my pride is not easily disturbed, you sent me flying when you kicked me to the curb. Oh. Now with your better jeans and your beastie's teeth, now I can't work like this, no. Not with you next to me. His message was brutal, but the delivery was kind. Maybe if I get this down, I'll get it off my mind. Yeah. Get out my mind, 'cause it serves to condition me and smoothen my kinks. Despite my frustration for the way that he thinks, 'cause I hate the way he thinks, and I knew the speech when it came would be to that effect. At least you're attracted to me, which I did not expect. No, I didn't think you'd give my number down to such, but you know I never hated myself for my age so much, yeah. And although my pride is not easily disturbed, oh yes, you set me flying when you kicked me to the curb. Yeah. Now with your better jeans and your beastie's teeth, no, I can't work like this. No, not with you next to me. Not with you next to me. Not with you next to me.
Amy Winehouse, a live version of You Send Me Flying. I'm totally gobsmacked. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
So you obviously found yourself playing live really natural, and you don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's probably my favourite facet, I should say, of what I do, definitely.
Do you do a lot of playing live?
Yeah, I mean, I try to do as much as I can. I mean, I'm pretty busy at the minute, but when I come out and do radio shows and promos, I always make sure I have the guitar, and I've got some gigs coming up on, I think starting on the 24th in Manchester, and then it's like a 4-day stint, and then I'll end up on the 27th at Jazz Cafe.
Yes, okay. At any point, will you come to Belfast, Amy?
I'd love to. I would absolutely love to.
I can tell you now, the Belfast audience would absolutely adore you. Can I just thank you very much for coming in today?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Lisa. That's just been fantastic. Thanks a million. And good luck with the Brit nominations.
Thank
you. We were
you.
watching out for you and rooting for you all the way.
Thanks, Karen.
Okay, bye.